What is it time for? Tone Deaf by Olivia Rivers. Think someone's coming to get me. Do. Oh, never mind. We are on. Actually, I have to see if this is long. Oh, it's not. Someone's gonna be in the window. It is my fault. Anyway, chapter 28, Allie. Killer and I stay up until 3 in the morning watching a grand total of 8 Doctor Who episodes. Killer has most of the episodes memorized line for line, and he waves his hand around as he acts along with David Tennant and the rest of the cast. Unfortunately, I'm right next to him on the couch, so I keep having to dodge his flails when he gets too excited. Fortunately, I'm deaf, so I don't have to hear his attempts at mimicking the voices. When the 8th episode ends and Killer's caffeine high has officially worn off, I tell him he should have been an actor. He grimaces and says, "But then I'd have to kiss girls." He smiles sheepishly. "No offense, darling." I laugh and let my head fall back against the cushion, my gaze roaming around the room. Killer and Arrow's RV is different from Jace's. Some of it's technically the same. There are the band posters, the bright colors, the comfy couches. But there's no denying it's totally different. It feels alive. Like it's been lived in so much, it's actually absorbed some of the life. It practically radiates the message happy couple lives here. There are pictures all over of Killer and Arrow together, some of them with the rest of the band. Next to the couch is a picture I keep studying. It must have been taken when the band had just started. They all look impossibly young, and they're standing in front of less than professional music equipment. In the photo, Killer wears a shirt that says "Keep Song and Don't Blink." Keep calm and don't blink. A pair of jeans that look designer brand, and that dorky grin of his. So he's been a Doctor Who fan and a fashion aficionado. Yeah, since the very beginning of the band. It's not at all surprising, and neither is the trademark smile. Arrow stands behind him, his arms wrapped around Killer's waist and a sheepish smile on his face. John is missing from the picture except for his thumb. At least I'm assuming that's the pinkish tan splotch in the corner. As interesting and cute as the picture is, it makes me sad because standing next to Arrow and Killer is Jace. His arm is in a sling and he has a black eye that makes his glare look all the more severe. Jace's good arm clutches an electric guitar. It's beaten up and scratched all over, but polished to an impossible shine. He holds on to it like he'll simply dissolve into a pile of dead dust if he ever lets go. Something taps my arm, startling me back to the present. I turn to Killer, but his eyes are on the picture and his lips turned down in a frown. I've never seen him look so serious and sorrowful, and it's such a drastic contrast to his usual expression that I want to look away from him. Killer nods to my new smartphone in his lap, which he's been texting me on all evening, so I don't have to focus on reading his lips. There's a new message on my screen. He's never been happy, you know. My fingers hover on the keyboard, not sure how to respond, but then Killer taps out another message before I get the chance. "You've seen his skull?" "Yeah." Killer shakes his head like he's trying to dislodge a memory from a skull. "I thought he might have shown you that. He usually doesn't mention it to anyone, but you're special to him." Okay, I'm just saying real quick, like, if he's gone a lot further with girls than just, like, kissing them, like, please ignore the eyebrow raise. Like, having sex, then haven't a lot of girls seen that? I wonder what he's explained to them. I smile uncertainly, but Killer just sighs and shakes his head. "You shouldn't be smiling about that." His words do the trick, my smile disappears. Why not? "Because this is Jace we're talking about. He's messed up. I love the dude like a brother, but I still don't think he's healthy for a girl like you." "A girl like me?" I toss back, shooting him a challenging look to go along with the message. "You think a musician shouldn't date a deaf girl?" "No, I think a whole shouldn't date a half." I shouldn't I don't know. I think a whole shouldn't have to date a half." "What's that supposed to mean?" "It means you came out all right, even though some bad stuff has obviously happened to you." I snap my attention away from the screen and glare right at him, my eyes narrowing. Killer just holds up his hands innocently, then types out another message. "Don't give me that look. Jace hasn't told me hardly anything about your past. I'm just speculating here." I nod slowly as he keeps typing. "Jace didn't turn out like you. He came out broken. So I'll fix him." Killer smiles, but it's sad and longing, a far cry from his usual expression. I wish it was that easy. I'm quiet for a long minute, absorbing his words, examining his expression, trying to find some way I he's telling me, but no argument can stand up against the look of pain in Killer's eyes. What happened to him? I asked. You say he's broken, so what broke him? The obvious answer would be what Jace told me, the time his dad attacked him. But there has to be something more than that, because Jace is strong. Sure, he's evasive, but even more than that, he's stubborn and determined and passionate. Killer nibbles at his lip uncertainly. I don't think I can tell you that. You'll have to ask Jace. I narrow my eyes in my best tell or die expression, but that just makes him chuckle. Although I do understand why Jace likes you so much. You've got spunk. That makes me blush, and Killer smirks at my red cheeks. He's been teasing me about them all night, saying that if I keep blushing so much, I'm going to wake up one day in the body of a lobster. I playfully slap his forearm, and he cringes like I actually hurt him. For a quick moment, there's that gut instinct panic that always evades me when I see pain. But then I realize he's just kidding around, and I roll my eyes at him. From then on, I really don't see her as like the slapping arm type. I don't know. From then on, the topic of Jace is dropped. Killer rattles off a list of questions he wants to know about me. What's my favorite food, movie, animal memory, friend, family member? He doesn't ask me what my favorite TV show is. Our 6-hour marathon makes that answer pretty clear. And Killer lets me ask a bunch of questions about him. I find out he grew up in London, although he moved to Colorado by the time he hit middle school, leaving him with an accent of a highly sophisticated country bumpkin. He hates the cold, especially now. He and Arrow have been friends since 6th grade, when they bond over the fact that they both have bizarre names. He thinks cats are way better than dogs, although Cuddles is an exception. He's been out of the closet since 12, and his parents are totally cool with it. He's anxiously expecting Arrow to propose, and sometimes Killer likes to introduce Arrow as his fiancée just to bother him. It's almost 4 in the morning by the time we decide to actually get some sleep. This whole night has been kind of strange, chattering with the rock star about mundane things, laughing with him, playfully smacking his shoulder when he gets too rude, but I like it. I like Killer. I think he might actually be a friend now. I drift off with a smile on my lips, and that thought in my head, I have a new friend, and as soon as I get to NYC, I'll also have a new life. Okay, guys, that's the end of chapter 28. We are cruising through this book, guys. It's only been like 10 days, I think, since I even started this channel with this book as the first book. And so I'm hoping to finish it by the 2-week mark. I was expecting it to take me like 3 weeks, maybe even 4, but we're just cruising. So this book, Road All Books, maybe some other, I don't know. So like this video to tell me if you like this book. Otherwise, just don't do anything. I mean, you can unlike it if you don't like the book, but that's not really on me. Or the author. You just don't have good taste. Anyway, oh, why did I do that? Anyway, see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. We'll pick up on chapter 29, Jace's Perspective, page 231. That's if you have a physical copy. I don't know where you are. If you don't, we only have like 45 pages left, I think. So, that's crazy, guys. See you guys next time. I'm gonna go have dinner now. Ciao.